We alive.
We live, baby. Trick or treat.
Trick or treat. Wow. Yeah. Happy Halloween.
Yeah, I guess.
It is Monday.
Let me tell you something.
Mm-hmm.
I have found that I'm probably never outside on Halloween because I never realized that even the corner stores
Mm-hmm.
are full of kids asking for free candy.
Yeah.
And I'm just trying to get some chips and a water.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all I'm
Yeah.
trying to do. Just, trying to live, trying to eat.
This is my first year not doing anything on Halloween. Because, truthfully, I never want to do anything on Halloween. But in previous years, I had a partner who wanted to do stuff on Halloween. And so I ended up having to do stuff on Halloween.
Oh.
But it's my first year not having to do nothing.
Dang.
And it would have been nice if it wasn't this year. Full of all the muck of this year. So it's not even like enjoyable to feel like, yeah, I'm not doing nothing, because you really don't feel like doing nothing anyway.
Right. I didn't feel like doing anything today. But if you are hearing our voices, it is between 7 and 8 p.m.
Uh-huh.
And you are tuned into the Making Mogul show, live on air every Monday, 7 to 8 on Xtreme 104 FM. It's your girl, Dime.
That's Dime with a Y and the I.
Okay.
And it's Vijano, the one and only.
The one and only.
And we are here, once again, on Halloween.
Yes.
Which means you're either at home because you don't got kids to trick-or-treat, at home because you don't want to deal with the mess of being outside. I don't know why that disappeared. Or you just don't feel like being outside. Or you're listening to it on playback.
Yeah.
This could be.
That's true. That's possible.
And if you are listening to it later, then I hope you had a great Halloween. If you are listening to it live, I hope you have a good evening. Stuff like that.
Right. Exactly. So, as you guys know, we always start off our show with our small wins. So everybody, if you don't know by now, then you may be new to the show, but most people usually celebrate the big wins, the big successes and things that happen in their lives and in their careers, but we forget all to celebrate all of the smaller pieces that lead up to those big wins. So we start every show with ours. You want to tell yours?
This week, I can't think of none.
Really?
Yeah, for once. I was thinking about it all the way here, and I was like, what the hell is my small win this week?
Dang. Nothing? You got to have something. Something.
I don't know.
I mean, listen.
This week was a blur and a half.
His small win this week is that he got here before 7 p.m. today.
Yeah, that's my small win. I made it here on time. And you know what's crazy? I made it here. I gave myself enough time that I thought I was late twice and I was still early. I was still on time.
That's hilarious. That happened to me a few times.
I left the house 2 minutes after Google said I would leave the house. And so it threw off my whole transit. But somehow there was enough. One time the MTA was running good enough.
Okay.
That the first train I missed, yeah, there was a second train right behind it. And so it did not affect my transit.
Right.
And I missed my stop when I was supposed to get off at 104. I got off at 111.
Oh, but my goodness.
The MTA was on point and there was another train coming on the other side and I was able to get on that and come back. So that's a small win because even when things wasn't going to work out, it worked out.
Exactly.
So I'm happy.
I love it. My small win for this week is... okay.
And I put away a bunch of clothes.
That's good.
I was procrastinating. That shit took forever.
That's good. When you catch up on something you've been procrastinating on.
Yeah. Every time I tackled it, like I had 2 big laundry bags full of clothes. And like between my ADHD, my long ass like to-do list and like everything else I had to do in the house, I would start it And then I would leave and I'd just be mad clothes on my bed that I was in the process of sorting through.
Right.
I had to put it back in the bag. Then I had to take it back out the bag and continue. But, it wasn't for nothing because we finally got out.
That's funny because I have this saucer chair, like moon chair in my room, and like I put my clothes, like either the clothes that I was wearing or like clothes that I thought I wanted to wear, but then I decided not to and I didn't hang it back up or put it back in the dresser. I put it on that chair. So I have a laundry bag. It's full of clean clothes.
Yeah.
That I just take all the clothes off of the sausage chair and throw it in the laundry bag. So it never gets put away. It's crazy. I'm just going to wash the whole bag again and start over. So yeah, I was gonna say, so for my small win for this week is that I've really been outside.
Hey.
Like too much.
Too much.
Too much.
Jeez.
Like when I say, so when my brother's in town, shout out to CP the DJ, he makes it my business to be outside, and I just don't.
Yeah, he be keeping you outside.
I'm like, bro, it's
All
1
the
in the
way
morning.
outside.
Can we go home?
All the way outside.
I don't want to be out here anymore. Like, I get to a point. I've realized that I am getting old. I get to a point somewhere midway through the night where all of the energy that I had and the excitement that I had is gone, and like I'm just sitting there. And I'm barely like giving any type of like energy when I'm interacting with people. It's hilarious. I can't do it.
Yeah,
it's too much.
That's funny. And that's something I actually want to poll among like people, especially people who throw events or have like hosted events for a while or been in like, any event scene for a while.
Yeah.
Because I realized like it's been like the last 3-4 years now that like I honestly hate going to events. Like if I show up to your event, you have to understand how much I fuck with you.
Yeah.
Because there's so many other people that invite me to events and I do not go.
That's a fact.
I do not go. And it's nothing personal to them of their events.
Yeah.
Like I hope people understand, like I still want to support you. I'll share your shit. Like I'll figure out, I'll even buy a ticket if I have to. But I'm not going to go because I've been doing events for a very long time.
Yeah.
I've been up till 4 a.m. many nights.
Right.
And I don't got that enthusiasm or excitement to be outside at an event no more unless it's business. Like
for real, exactly.
If
like,
it's business,
if I'm booked or something,
lit.
then
don't get me wrong, I'm lit.
Cool.
But like just to spend money at a bar outside or a bunch of random people that I'm not gonna interact with, because I mean, I'd rather go to a networking event than just go to a bar.
Yeah,
because,
I think that's...
I'm gonna stand around a bunch of people that I'm not gonna talk to, and I just don't want that. Like I don't want that for myself, because I don't know. I've just been doing it for so long. I've had so much fun, so much energy spent, that I just don't want to. Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie. Like I'm good until about 12:30. So I got about a half an hour of cleanup for an event that ends at midnight. But after that, like when I tell you, like yesterday's event, they had
the fashion show, right?
Yeah, it was a fashion show, and oh man, there was a lot of not small wins, like real, like I was in rare form yesterday. I'm not gonna lie, but okay. I kept it to myself. You know, I'll share it with you, but I kept it to myself yesterday. You know, in that setting. But as far as like timing and stuff, I think they were they had the space until like 12. Man, I don't think we left the area until like 2-3 in the morning.
Oh jeez.
Because even after cleaning, one of the models lost her car key.
Ooh.
And
yikes.
Yeah, you know that took forever. And then some other girl was just like around, and I guess one of the other people that were there, they were supposed to drive her home, but he don't got a car, so I don't know how that was supposed to happen.
He
So
was
she
supposed
wouldn't
to
leave.
drive her home with no car.
Yeah, yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot.
He was
it's a lot
supposed to drive her home
he don't have a car.
without a car.
She was like, "Yeah,
So
I'm
he was
waiting for
supposed to
so and
blank
so."
her home because drive obviously wasn't gonna happen. So he was supposed to. I don't know how to fill. What to fill.
I don't know
with
what to fill it in with either, because she was like, he said he was taking me home, and so I'm not leaving.
Maybe he meant taking her home as in like, I'm gonna bring you back to my place.
No,
Maybe
she was talking about to her home.
Oh, maybe that's what I'm saying. Maybe it was a miscommunication because I don't understand the concept of driving someone home without a car.
All I know is he don't got a
like
car.
Fred Flintstone. He just don't.
I just know that he does not have a car.
Was he planning on getting a rental that he did not get?
Maybe.
Was he gonna borrow his mama's car and they ran out of gas?
I don't know. I don't know his life. I just know he don't have a car.
I know fully well that you do not have the answers to these questions. But I am just flabbergasted that someone would offer a ride.
And it's a ride.
Yo, that's crazy because somebody else just told me a story about this and this had nothing to do with nothing. Mm-hmm. But another guy, like they met at a bar or something, and the guy invited them out to eat for breakfast after, right? Mm-hmm. And then they went out to eat, and then he didn't have no money. He didn't even have money for his own food.
Right.
Much less like to pay for the people he invited out to eat. And I'm flabbergasted at these guys' audacity to offer something they just don't have. Like, how do you offer a ride with no car? How do you say, let's go out to eat for breakfast and you don't have money for breakfast?
Bro.
How do you...
I've been in so many situations where people are like, yeah, we should go to the diner. Or, yeah, we should go. And they don't have no money. So why are we going?
Well, yeah, I'm confused.
Who are we here?
Yeah, like where?
And then,
I recently understand how a merchant market works.
Bro,
you gotta exchange some kind of currency
I think
for
maybe
commodities.
They could wash dishes or something.
I mean, if you're gonna do that, at least let people know your plan going in. Like, yo, let's go. I already brought my own sponge in the back, so while we eating, after we order, I'm gonna go talk to the manager. It's gonna take me an extra like 35 minutes to wash these dishes. So y'all get out of it. That's different. But like these situations seems like these men say things without any form of understanding of how the real world works.
Shit just comes out their mouth, and somehow maybe they think it'll manifest when they say it.
Well, shout out to the master manifestors out there. Shout out to y'all because I still have a lot to learn.
Because that's not how it works. But we kind of went on a whole like sideline rant. But today's show, actually the second week that we don't have a guest coming through. We
didn't have a guest last week.
Huh? No.
Said, oh, shoot, last week she feels so far away.
Yo, for real, I swear. Like, it be Monday morning, and I'm like, oh yeah, the show's today. Yo, that's how you know that at least we know, what we're doing and what we're talking about when we say it, because there's really no preparation for the show. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, but
moguls don't need to prepare the thoughts that they already exist in.
Right, exactly. And we do have a topic for today though. Being that today is Halloween, we are gonna put some focus on how to elevate your business by using holidays.
Because tomorrow is November 1st.
Right. Yeah.
And this is one terrifying because the goddamn year just jumped away again. But also because we live in a ultra-capitalist society. And those 7 notes of that infamous Christmas song is already playing in my head because every single department store is queuing up that song for tomorrow morning.
Mhm.
Mariah Carey's dusting off her snow globe, and her
She's
eternal
getting
winter rain will
she's getting
start.
ready for all her
The royalty check's about to
yup.
slap.
All of her New Year royalty.
Mm-hmm. So you're gonna see him in March when that check come in, but it's gonna be a beautiful check every time.
Listen,
Every time.
I'm with it. I respect it.
Yeah. That's why I had created a Christmas album one time, because I was like, this shit makes a lot of money. I should have promoted it more, but definitely did that because I know Christmas
Of like
music.
local artists or
Yeah,
something?
back like 2013 or 14. I don't know. Long time
Okay.
ago,
Long time ago.
when I had a record label, I was like, we should do a Christmas album, and I produced it. I engineered it, and I wouldn't say produced it because we used like famous, like, regular beats and stuff, but I engineered it and put it together myself. So I was really proud of myself for that. But yeah, besides that, yeah, it's just been beautiful. That it's November 1st, and instead of being terrified that the end of the year is coming and, we're all getting older and blah, blah, blah,
Mm.
we can use this time to understand what's going to happen and use it to our advantage
Yep.
instead of letting it beat us over the head.
I agree. So for me, I feel like preparing for holidays is extremely important.
Mm-hmm.
There's been a lot of times in my businesses that I've had an intern or a project manager or somebody list out every holiday in the year.
Yeah, I got to do that again for 2023. So many random ass days, too.
Yo, because it's not just major holidays. Depending on the type of business you have, you definitely should be looking up um I don't even know what to call them, but like there is a whole hell of a lot of random holidays,
I
like
call them
Best
like,
Friends Day,
yeah, I call
Ice
them
Cream
I call
Day.
them social media days.
Yeah, there you go.
Social media holidays.
Social media holidays.
National Ice Cream Day, National Chocolate Day, National Sneaker Day,
Pizza.
National Wear Your Shirt Backwards Day.
Yep.
I just be like, why are we having all these days? But
It's a lot of days.
Hey, celebrating is a good thing, so I'm not gonna complain, even though I am gonna complain. But celebrating is a good thing.
Well, I mean, the whole purpose of even bringing it up is to find a way to match them, not all of them, obviously, to your business or to the product, the brand that you have, the products that you sell, the services that you sell. Even if it's just, okay, this major holiday is coming up, so preparing for your sales
Mm-hmm.
because sales are extremely important. If you find that you don't have the sales that you want or you're not meeting your goals, I mean, well, just general sales, not I'm not talking about the actual like reduced price sales and those type of things just yet. If you find that you're not meeting the quotas and the goals that you're reaching for, figure out when's the next holiday, go off of that. Or, you could pick a random day in a random week and, run a 30-day campaign or something like that. But specifically on the notion of holidays, I find that a lot of businesses that I just watch in general, they're not even businesses that I like mirror anything that I do off of. They're just businesses that exist. I find that especially a lot of like clothing lines and things like that, they go by whatever's going on in the world, right? So one of my favorite businesses to watch is Fashion Nova. Because they are so annoying.
Oh my God.
They will text you every day if they can. Every day if they can. But there's always a method to their madness. Now, Fashion Nova is good because, preparing for Halloween, they have costumes and things like that. And then just to get that extra boost of sales, I should have looked up their sales year over year for like Halloween to prepare for this conversation. But I did not, and it's fine. But to get that extra boost of sales, they ran a I want to say on Thursday or Friday, they ran a 1 day free shipping sale.
Mm.
Oh, get your costumes in time for the Halloween parties.
Mm-hmm.
You can get it by tomorrow. You get it by Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, that is genius.
Yeah, I mean,
You got to be able to afford
yeah,
the
the
upfront
overhead
fees of
cost.
it, but still, the point is like it's
Uh,
genius.
not to hate on Fashion Nova, but I do have to point out that that fast fashion shit is a problem in the industry. But
That's an
that's all I have
overall
to say. Yeah,
scheme.
I just
Type
had to
of
say that real quick.
conversation.
We're not gonna go into that conversation. I just had to point that out though, because yeah, it's just gonna get real bad soon. But the point that you brought up about Fashion Nova and their 1 day sale is a great point because that leads to my first point about this holiday season is understanding where your customers are.
Mm-hmm.
Like the fact that they were like, all right, a lot of people haven't got their costumes yet. We
Yeah.
know people take till last minute to buy
To
their
do
costumes.
everything.
And so, and plus, some people get paid bi-weekly, some people get paid on Fridays, and to send out a boost on like a Friday, knowing that the holiday, 1 day shipping because people go party Saturday, Sunday, it's a great tactic.
Right.
Knowing your consumer base. I actually looked up some stats about this holiday season, because I want you guys to be informed about your businesses and how you run them. Going into with the information. And let's be real here. This is 2022. We're 2 years from the start of a pandemic. We are a year into a lot of financial turmoil. We ain't get no stimmies.
Right. We ain't getting them either.
No, we're not getting no stimmies.
It's over for that.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. I mean, America wasn't built on handouts, even though when you're a corporation, I see I was about to start ranting about corporate handouts and why they're a problem, but we're not going to do that. So, 37% of the households say that their financial situation is worse than last year. But holiday shopping is not driven on finances, it's driven on emotion. So, we're going to use that to our advantage because even though finances may at weakest level in a decade, spending stays steady because consumers are going to cut non-essentials to give away gifts and socialize. So people still do like giving gifts, okay?
Mm-hmm.
This holiday season, think about how your product or service may make a good gift.
Yeah.
Think about what that means psychologically to the person buying it, psychologically to the person receiving it, and how you can tap into that and make whatever it is that you're selling a fun experience and an exchange. Apparently, low income shoppers, are feeling more confident and plan to spend 25% more this year. I don't know who they asked about that for that. Any low income people I know was not trying to spend more, but I guess last year they felt bad because they didn't have no gifts, and so this year they're gonna not try to not try to do two in a row. But inflation is shrinking the shopping window. People are planning to buy fewer gifts and reducing the shopping duration from 5.8 weeks from 6.4 weeks. So that means people are starting a little bit later.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, no.
They're shopping a little less.
They're shopping a little less, but they're not starting later. They're actually starting earlier. Inflation and stockout concerns prompt shoppers to get a jump on the holiday season. 23% of budget will likely be spent by today, by the end of October.
Really?
Yeah. So a lot of people already got a jump on their holiday shopping.
Those are responsible.
Yeah, those are smart
folk.
people. I'm not one of them.
That's responsible clear folk.
Yeah.
We do not.
No.
We wait very, very long time.
Yeah, because the rest of the year's for me, man. That shit hard. I'm gonna spend my money enjoying my life. I'm gonna think
No,
about you in December.
you got the whole beginning part of the year, the middle of the year, but the end of the year is about everybody else.
Nah, screw that.
Uh,
I start thinking about you December 15th. And by December 15th, I think about December 15th. When is my next check and when can I spend it on you? That's what I think about it. Because no, I believe you, but that's not how we work. You know, I'm going to see how Thanksgiving run and if I like you in Thanksgiving, and then we start thinking about Christmas.
That's
I don't want to start billing gifts from July because I see something and then all of a sudden October come around and me and you fighting over the election and now I don't want to give you no gifts.
Right. Like what if I just, decide that I don't want to buy gifts?
Yeah.
Like I've been, we've been good all year, and then you do something that gets on my nerves. Or like I got you. If I was the type of person, because I'm not a gift giver to begin with. I didn't grow up celebrating holidays. But if I did, I still don't think that I would be the person to buy holiday gifts by the end of October. No. This feels very early. I have to put money aside to make sure that Friendsgiving is fine.
Yeah, that too. I just I personally love going to Macy's 2 days before Christmas because it's.
Is that when the best sales are?
Technically, the best sales are after. I think
that's what I'll be looking for.
Technically, the best sales are after, but for me, Macy's be giving them extra 20% sales.
Oh.
The few days because they know, and I'll be like. And then the ladies always like me because they see me buying a bunch of stuff. And they're like, I'm going to use the store credit card for you so you could get the extra discount. And I'll be like, I love you. I would buy you a gift, but I'm not going to do that.
You know what?
Yeah. So yeah.
Just trying to make sure she get her commission.
Back to what we were saying, though. Again, people want to celebrate with their families. People want to give gifts to their families. That's what the data is showing. And so you want to create your offering, whether your product or your service, in a way that is transferable. One of the biggest things is gift cards. If you have, let's say you have a service. Let's say you do nails, you do hair, you do makeup, you do, what's another service? Massages. Any of these services, any of these services, right? That especially, you do one-on-one with your client, right? A great experience is to create gift cards for the value of your service or coupons or whatever it is, and offer them at a fraction of the cost. Obviously, make sure you still cover your overhead because business is about math. And then let your clients give them to prospective people. Or, even better, find out who your customer is, find out about them, and target their family members or their network to be like, hey, your girlfriend like coming in here every month and getting a massage, so why not buy her this massage and give her one on you?
And an easy way of doing that, I'm not sure if this is exactly what you mean, but an easy way of doing that is contacting your customers and giving them like friends and family or referral based offers. Because it's real easy if you're doing your data correctly and you're doing your tracking and your customer retention and all of that properly, then you can send out an email blast or however you get in contact with your customers and just be like, hey, bring a friend for this percentage off.
There's that. That's a good one. I was also thinking about just like, having gift cards available so that, let's say, because it works as a referral as well as prepaid.
And you mean kind of like hand to hand, or even or
gift cards, anything like that, because once they buy it from you, you have the money already.
True.
You know who's the best motherfucker in this whole thing? And it's a little bit of a segue, but still goes into this.
Who?
Telfar.
Yo.
Telfar
Them people.
I
Something
hate
else.
how genius this man is.
It's a man.
I think so. Yeah, it's a
I
man.
have no
It's a man.
idea like what this
It's a
person
man
looks like.
because somebody I know loves Telfar and made me watch one of those stupid bag release programs. Stupid. But
Okay.
the reason why I say this man is an evil genius is because a couple weeks again, he's going to do it. I know he's going to do it, right?
Mm.
He does this thing called a bag security program.
Yeah.
Telfar, obviously, if you know anything about them, they sell out very fast.
Yes.
Right? They have captured the same Supreme, same Yeezy style, like hype beast drop and disappear kind of thing, right? And so whenever Telfar drops, you got to be online. They sell it in an hour, blah, 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 blah. And people don't realize limiting supply is a thing, but we're not going to get into that. And so near the end of the year, sometimes he does it twice a year, 3 times a year now. You can order any bag on his site, any size, any color, and you pay for it up front, but you don't get the bag.
Right, for a while.
Yeah, you don't get the bag until like between January and March.
Dang.
I think between February and March. I gotta look it up from what it is.
And you order it around. He does it like within like November-ish. Oh, that's crazy.
So obviously he's gonna make these bags, right? But let's look at it, right? There's a cost. There's an actual cost of producing the bag, and then there's a profit margin, right? Which means you give him both of those monies because you don't know what those numbers are. You just pay the price, but you give him all the money he needs to make all your bags, and the collective sum of all your profit margins, and he can do whatever he wants with those profit margins, which is usually invest into the bag that he's about to release for Christmas or for the holiday season. And now you've just funded this man's entire inventory. And if you are a Telfar hype beast like a lot of people are, you will do that bag security program because you missed the bag early in the year and still buy the bag that he's going to release because you want it.
Yo, I know. So recently he did, or the company, whatever, did like a pop-up. So they took over the Rainbow store downtown Brooklyn. Yep. And when I say that the area was like shut down, just so people could go in there and you know what's crazy about properly done pop-up shop, because what we do on our lowly old, you know, local levels is not, they're pop-up shops because we call it that.
No,
but
those are
it's
vendor
not
markets.
Yeah, like
those are vendor markets.
It's not activations. It's not you know, like pop-up shops, because technically what a pop-up shop is a brand or usually product-based company rents out a location. They make the location look all spicy and cute and cool and very like interactive. You have to feel an experience when you walk into this space. It's not about a bunch of people, you know, having products for sale and things like that, because I've been to pop-up shops and activations where they didn't sell anything. They were giving away sample products. They had like little things that you can interact. Of course, like little selfie walls and Instagrammable situations so that a brand can grow. That's the whole purpose of a pop-up shop. The Telfar situation downtown Brooklyn was a pop-up shop where they were selling the bags. But when you think about it, so you go on the website, everything says sold out, always. And when they started promoting the shop, first of all, they don't give that much time. You find out like 2, 3, 4 days beforehand. Like even so, Swinkaposh is another clothing brand that if you're a female, they're all up and down your Facebook and Instagram. Period. Just like Dole's Kill, just like Fashion Nova, that just like a bunch of other clothing brands. They're down south based clothing boutique. They had a pop-up shop this weekend where they brought, they have these viral pants. It's just regular, like legging jean type pants. That come in a million different colors. But even without a whole hell of a lot of like social media promotion, they promote on, they promote through, like I said, email blasts. Because I'm pretty sure they emailed me, they text me, they had it pop up a million times on like my Instagram and shit. So I don't know how their pop up went because I didn't go, but I RSVP'd on Eventbrite. I surely was going to go, but I overslept. So, like the point I was getting to with Telfar and their pop up shop was just that they supposedly had thousands of bags available, and it's just funny to me that they didn't just make it available on the website. They wanted the people to come to this one location so that they can make all of those sales in person.
Yeah. Because it creates, again, it's about hypebeast culture. And just to explain a little bit more about hypebeast culture, there's somebody did a documentary on Xtreme.
Yeah.
And how like this whole thing started in the first place. But it's about FOMO, right? That's why Telfar's bags are all sold out all the time. Because, and I watch it happen all the time. I watch it happen with Rolling Loud tickets. I watch it happen with Telfar. I watch it happen with Yeezy. I watch it happen with Jordans. I watch it happen all the time, right? Yes, the demand. Yes, when you get to this level of branding, like your demand is high.
Yeah.
But realistically, you can cover your bases. You can if you wanted to. You can. There's a like Macy's exists without selling out all the time. Like like you can. Department stores exist all the time. But because they know how how your psychology works, it's about like all these brands exist in a social equity space where you buy it for how you feel in your social space.
Yeah.
You feel cool as fuck being the first person in your social group to have the new Telfar or have the new Yeezys or have, they know that.
Yeah.
They know that, which is why the first thing they do is show you your favorite celebrities wearing it.
Yep.
Because now you're like, fuck, Rihanna got it.
Now I need it.
I need it. Because I seen Rihanna got it. That'll make no sense. You and Rihanna not in the same tax bracket. You don't need nothing Rihanna has. But that's how it works.
And I'm not going to lie. Like, their bags, I mean, me personally, I don't own any of their bags. I don't plan on owning any of their bags. Even though, it's a black brand. So, I'm just not into like pocketbooks and purses. It's just not my thing. But what's crazy is like it's all of this like hype, like you said. They don't even charge a lot.
No, their
bags are between I think $100 and like $250.
The big ones are like $4 something. The big ones.
They must be real big because they got 3 size. Last time I looked at the.
I know too much about
Telfar. Yeah,
I know too much.
Obviously.
I talk to too many women. I know too much about Telfar.
Oh wow.
For a certain point, I knew when every color was coming out. It was terrible.
That's crazy. Okay, but yeah, I mean, like, so to circle back to where our topic started, finding ways of creating that hype around your brand, especially as it relates to holidays, is very helpful. It's very helpful to use the holidays. One of my favorite other brands that use that same concept really well is called Support Black Colleges. So with them, they made, I think it was $500,000 for Black Friday. And that was like, I believe the first year they started. So this was a few years ago. They're a pretty new company, but they're very well known. And it's really for them, it's more about what they stand for. And I think that's why a lot of celebrities rep them. I think, the guys do a great job of getting outside and promoting and networking. I met one of them, Corey. I met him at the Revolt Summit in Atlanta last year. And I didn't really get a chance to connect with him like that, but I will, because when we talk about like brands and companies and just like moguls and people that are in a space where you need to find people to not really mirror off of, but just like find inspiration in, one, and two, hear what people say when it comes to, as it pertains to like their journey within their companies, and figure out how it relates to what you're doing. Those guys, Justin and Corey, are amazing. So anyway, in that year, they made so much money focusing on Black Friday that when Black Friday came around, they sold out, and they sold so much product. And then that's also another thing. So when you run sales, it does not mean that the product is going out right away. Circling back to Telfar, and maybe you don't feel confident enough, or maybe you don't feel like, that's your lane, or that you have a strong enough consumer base to do something like that. But there are a lot of companies that start off of pre-orders. Another clothing brand, So Real or Jisoo, I don't even know how he got to where he is. I don't know if you're familiar with him and Shane Justin and all that. But these guys, well, him specifically, Greg specifically, has said many times that within his company, in order to start the brand that he has, he took a bunch of pre-orders. And he didn't start with any product. He made mock-ups, he made samples, he put those things up, and then told you, this is the pre-order. You can buy the pre-order, and then they'll ship some other date. So just being mindful of like the different ways you can utilize holidays, utilize just random days, and things like that in order to even start a company. So I think we should do like a challenge. So I was thinking we need to drop something for Black Friday.
Okay.
I don't know what. We're going to figure it out, y'all, and we're going to share it with our Facebook community, because I really want to start doing more things that like actionably shows our listeners and our supporters what they could be doing, even if it's a side hustle, it's not LLC'd yet, or whatever the case may be, just ways of making money or starting off their brand without all of the pieces if they don't have them.
Yeah. I was going to say, so the pre-order thing, I love, because I literally did that with Cannon Baddies like mad times.
I bet.
Mad times.
So you can speak to that directly.
Yeah. When we dropped our bathing suits, pre-order. When we dropped our, both of our outfits.
The towels for the pool party.
The towels, pre-order. I just haven't done many this year specifically just yet, because I'm more like, I just got a bunch of business shit to take care of. But
right.
For next year, mad pre-order gonna happen.
Facts.
For our trips, pre-order.
And that's the thing. Like when you think about it, exactly, like trips and events and all of that type of stuff, like that's all pre-order as well, because it's not like you pay and then the event is right there. Like, no, you're paying a ticket for something that you're attending in the future.
Yep. So that's a big thing. Quick tip that I also want to drop out, because it made me think about it. Back to our giving the experience. If you are good at gift wrapping, Offer gift wrapping with your product.
Yes. Oh,
Mad simple.
yes.
Mad simple.
So smart.
You like to be creative. You like to be crafty. Get fun gift paper.
Now,
themed or whatever you want to do.
Do you recommend that they charge for that service extra, or just add it as a free perk?
So here's what I would say. If you don't have the demand, if people don't know that you're good at gift wrapping, I would say add it as a free perk. Mm-hmm. If people come to you because you like, motherfucker, you've been wrapping these gifts, and every time I fucking put this shit, it look like 2 pieces of paper folded together. I'm crying. Charge. Because, you can be like, yo, if you want your gifts wrapped real nice, I charge an extra $2.
Exactly. Like, it don't have to be nothing crazy. But also, you can feel comfortable enough, charging for the gift wrap. Even if people haven't seen it, because maybe this is your first time rolling out this, the situation with your brand. But if you have a brand that has a decent amount of demand, I think that it's fine to add the little $2-3 for the gift wrapping or the gift, because you know what it is. So I've worked with a company, e-commerce company called Uncommon Goods for a long time. Long time. Just realized it's been like 9 years. Like it's not like my 9th year working with them. I realized a very long time ago that offering gift wrapping services, at least for the warehouse items, I can't speak for the custom made ones because they come specifically from a vendor, and then the vendor can put like the customer can put like a gift message or whatever, but the vendors usually just put it in a box and ship it up. But we have a service in the warehouse. It's regular pick, pack, ship warehouse, but there's another area called gift wrapping where they literally gift wrap the order to go out. And I'm pretty sure it's like, an extra charge or whatever the case may be, but it's really popular because people are usually buying, especially because it's a like unique gift giving company. Like that's their whole brand. All of the stuff on their website is not like normal shit that you just find everywhere. So to have this item that comes to you, it's a gift, it's in this nice packaging, you rip it off, and then the item inside is so nice or unique or whatever the case may be, whatever your company is, it makes a big difference, the consumer experience.
And then you actually helped me point out another thing. Even without gift wrapping, especially around holiday, your presentation and your packaging is super important.
Oh, yes.
Because for a lot of people, it'll be the first time they interact with your brand. It'll be the first time they get something from you. And specifically around holidays, the opening part of a gift is very, like, that experience is something. Like,
right.
We all know Saturday morning ripping something open Christmas morning ripping a present open. And like, unveiling it, seeing what's in the box, when someone gives it to you, that's an experience.
Right.
And you want your gift to stand out. Granted, I mean, if you're selling clothes, put it in a box and ship it up.
No,
but
you can.
No. I'm just saying.
There's so many ways.
There's so many. What I'm trying to say.
We need a packaging.
So that's what I was trying to say.
Episode.
That's what I was trying to say. You can do it basic. I'm not trying to knock nobody for doing it basic. Listen, sometimes you can't afford it. It's not in your budget, right? Boom. But if you can, if you have the ability and the time and the patience, because listen, as somebody who has to deal with retail orders myself, packing is not fun sometimes. It's not fucking fun.
Packing.
I'm glad you do, because I hate that shit.
I love it.
I hate that shit.
It's so much fun, because it's just like, I've been fiending and trying to figure out a product that I could believe in and that I can sell. Just because of the packaging process.
That's fair.
I just want to pack stuff
That's
and
fair,
send it
and I'm
to
happy.
UPS
I'm
or
happy you love that. 'Cause I hate it. I hate when I get an order and I'm like, damn, now I gotta find where the business cards are and I gotta figure out how I'm gonna put this in this bag. And I know I just can't put it in the mailer. I gotta put it in the mailer, and then I gotta get the stuffing paper and the.
It's so funny because I follow this company on Instagram. I don't remember the name of it, sorry. But it's like an exotic snacks company. And I'm like, I have to start this for my little sister. She's 12. She's going to be 13 in March. And I think it's time, she has her own business. But they make like the whole baseline of them getting new orders is because on Instagram, all of their videos is packaging these orders. So the girl goes one by one, whatever, freaking red velvet Kit Kats from Korea and, shrimp Takis from Japan. Like, and she'll go through each one of them and like throw them into the little box or whatever. Like, it's a whole experience.
Yeah, I was going to say, because that's another thing I was going to say. This packaging process is content.
Yeah.
Holiday content is some of the easiest content to make because recording yourself making your products is a big thing. I mean, all around the year, but specifically around holidays. Packaging your bags, especially if you're a good gift wrapper. Like, if you start now and just like for the next week, just take a bunch of videos of you doing pretty ass bows and shit and then run that shit on Instagram, people will buy it because that shit catches. Okay, I won't say just people will buy it just because of that, but that will help increase your chances for sales.
Yeah, you have to, everything has to incite some sort of emotional feeling.
Yeah, because we buy on emotion.
So if somebody runs across your page and they see you gift wrapping something or whatever, even if it's not real orders, listen, you gonna fake it till you make it.
Yo, what do you mean? McDonald's, the burger we all see on McDonald's commercials is not the real burger. So if they could pull it off every year since before we was born,
facts,
and get away with it, I think you should be okay with faking it till you make it. Okay, no milk that you ever poured in no cereal look like the milk on the commercial because it's actually glue that they pour.
Glue?
Yeah, because the consistency. Because milk is mad watery and runny. It's not.
It's glue?
Yeah, it's glue.
I've never known that.
Yeah, that's why it splashes in those. Like,
just learning things.
You know, like when milk splashes, it's watery. Like it doesn't.
Yeah.
It's a big splash. Like no, that doesn't happen. But on commercials, that's what it looks like, and you're like, oh hell yeah, I want to douse my cornflakes in some milk, and then your shit just soggy 2 minutes later.
Right. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's just not how it works. That's why it still retains its crunch when they pull it out. They're like, yes. It's all fake, man. It's all fake.
It is all fake, but I did not know it was glue.
Yeah. Yeah, I forgot where I learned all these things, but one day I had looked up one day I watched something about how advertising is made and how they fake stuff and why the burgers look like that and why and how they add extra things in soda to make the bubbles pop. Because soda don't open like that.
They with I know that with IHOP and different breakfast companies and stuff, and their promotion, they put things between the pancakes so that they stack up a certain way. Yeah.
Yeah. Burgers and too, they have things that pop up the burger to make it look nice and big.
Nice and big and juicy.
They never
it don't
look
like that when you get it.
No, but by the time you go in the store, you're not like, well, this don't look like the commercial. No, you're just hungry. So
at that point, just eat it.
Yeah. So, oh wow, we spoke a lot about this shit. Just to recap, because it's 7:55. I did not even realize.
Really?
That. Yeah.
Wow.
To recap. One, take advantage of this holiday season.
Yeah.
People want to spend money. Two, understand the psychology of gift giving and use it to your advantage. Understand the experience of someone buying a gift for someone in mind. and the experience of someone receiving said gift. That's a two-part process, and you need to capture the emotion of both sides. Great example of that is think about every damn jewelry commercial and how every single jewelry commercial is literally just a person going here and the person going literally that is all the jewelry commercial. 90% don't even see them wearing it. You don't see them enjoying it. You just go every kiss begins. That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Yo.
Exactly what I'm talking about.
That's how you know it's real.
And that's how you know it's facts. I'm not speaking nothing but facts here.
Yep.
Gift wrapping is important. If you have it as a service, as a part to add on, do that, especially if you're crafty. Gift cards and vouchers, great way to incentivize new customers, especially if you add on referrals as a part of your program. What else did we talk about? Hype beast and limited quantities. Pre-orders and making people believe that they need to get it now before it sells out. Black Friday is a big thing, so make sure you're focusing on Black Friday.
Make sure you are focusing all of your little sales funnels, your campaigns that are coming up, anything that you're doing right now for your business should be based around Black Friday, Cyber Monday. What is it? Small Business Saturday. What's Sunday? Nothing. Sunday's like the offset day, but
Sunday's the prep for Cyber Monday.
Right, facts.
That's what it is.
So you need to be prepping for that whole weekend from Friday to Monday and have different sales, or you could have one sale that runs the whole time frame, but that's what you should be focused on right now. And in the background, if you have people that help you with your company, or even if it's just you, take a little time aside from your preparation and your marketing for Black Friday weekend and all of that, and start to work on your campaign for Christmas. Because
so Sunday's called Sofa Sunday.
Sofa, like couch?
Yes.
So we just sitting on the sofa?
Sofa Sunday is when consumers browse from home. It's a moment for online retailers to take back share from stores, because I guess you did your shopping Friday, Saturday you was out, Sunday you're tired. Sunday's QVC day.
Yes,
that's what it is.
For a fact.
It's the day when the TV retailers are like, well, we got you now. You're lazy. You're eating Thanksgiving leftovers.
And it's so funny.
You don't want to go nowhere, so we're going to watch QVC.
It's so funny because you put so much energy into Black Friday, and then depending on what your circle is like and your network and all of that, you probably indulge in Small Business Saturday. And then it's like, here comes Monday, Cyber Monday, and you're like, oh my God, I need to buy more things.
Yeah. Like you didn't just spend all your check.
They spend the entire year in a lot of companies just prepping and focused on that weekend to carry them through.
And I want to say something real quick. One, don't just put up a sale and promote it and think that's going to do nothing.
Oh my God.
I experienced that myself. I tried that myself. It doesn't work. Again, you have to tap into the psychology of the buyer. Just saying something's 25% off. If they wasn't going to buy it before, they're not going to buy it again.
True.
Also, don't get discouraged. Again, it's all about engaging with your customer. Give them a reason to buy. Give them a reason to support. Yeah, that's really what I want to say, because it is about, again, it's about the experience. It's about the experience. I want you guys to have a great holiday season, but I don't want you guys to miss what is most important about these holiday sales and these holiday seasons. It's not just about, I need to sell all this money to make it back, because yes, that is what it is in a corporate setting and like a business mind setting, but it's about the experience and it's about your customer creating a new relationship with that customer. So please put that first, because if not, you're going to miss it. You're going to miss it.
Facts. So y'all got 3.5 weeks to get it together. Yeah, and it's your girl Dime. You can find me on Instagram, Dime Smith. That's Dime with a Y, not an I.
And if you can't find Vijano, you ain't looking
You
hard
ain't
enough.
looking hard enough.
Because it's VE_JANO, and I'm the only Vijano. If you end up in Vijano, Italy, you went too far, and
Wow.
I'm not white, so I don't know where you was going.
Yo, I'm crying. Make sure y'all follow us on the gram, The Making Mogul Show. We are on every Monday from 7 to 8 p.m. on Xtreme 104 FM.
Yep, and add us on Facebook and join our Facebook group.
Yes, facts.
Boom, shakalaka. We out, baby.